Okay, so I apologize for the last couple videos were pretty long. I try to make them concise, but doing stuff in Kenshi all takes a long time, and I was trying to give you kind of an idea of where I was going. So I did make it all the way here, not with the, I got my lock picking skill ridiculously high, and then just ran and snuck as fast as I could across the desert and got over here to this town here, which I knew existed. It's Bark. This is literally the reason I came here is there's one character I just like recruiting because it's kind of one of the more unique recruitment um uh I guess dialogues or encounters, and it's just sort of fun. And then I'll have her in my squad once I recruit that person. So um the reason and it's this is also a really remote, this is like the boondocks, like this town sucks. You don't want to hang out in this town. It's awful. We might hang out here for a little bit, just and then get some like med kits and stuff like that, and then we'll be getting on the road. But there's a person here I want to try to recruit, and her name is Red. And the way you recruit her is a little tricky, and I didn't even know it for the longest time when I was playing Kenshi. I think I was looking at a list of all the unique recruits you can get, and I was like, Red? Who's Red? I never, because I never come out here. And I was like, oh, cool. And then I was like, I have to go try and get her. And yeah, so her recruitment is a little bit interesting. I have to find her first. If I just go walk here into the middle of town, she should show up. She'll be wearing what do you ever you call that? A hat like that. I think that's red there. There she is. Okay, so what I'm going to do to recruit her is I'm just going to go stand here, kind of near where she's at. Okay, so if you see that, this means that because before you noticed there was no dialogue box over here. Now that I see this, I can basically, I'll wait till I have to go away. Oh, you'll see, oops, excuse me, on her. So basically, she pickpocketed me. So now I can talk to her. And I don't know the exact uh, dialogue. Most characters, especially unique ones, there's a specific dialogue path you have to go down in order to recruit them. They're not always like the first couple choices may not make a difference, but the last couple might. So I kind of know what to say. Um, it's just like, oh wait, you can say you pickpocketed my money. You have options for dialogue here. So I can just be like, hey, you pickpocketed my money. And then she's like, no, I didn't do that. She's like, typical criminal. No, it wasn't me. I didn't do that. That wasn't me. So you'd be like, and I can say, do I look rich to you? I don't need this because I just started the game. Do I look like anybody? Come on. What the hell? Come on, girl. And she's like, oh, I gotta eat something. And he's like, you can say you're an ass, which might piss her off. I'm not sure. I think it will. Um, you can beg for mercy, be like, have pity on me, and I can be like, look, hey, we're all hungry. It's no excuse to screw people over. Don't be an asshole. And she's like, oh yeah, you can't be that hard up if you made it here from out of town, which is kind of true. We are hard up, but we knew what we were doing, so we got here fairly easily, just because we ran across the map. She can't afford to get out of this town. Like, dang, geez, if you want to come out so bad, just, us underdogs got to stick together. Come on. You can come with me. We'll get out of here together. Or you can be an asshole and say, hey, I didn't ask for your life story. Get out of here, you jerk. Give me my money back. So I'll say that. She'll be like, I really do want to get out of here. So he's like, all right. And then I don't know what happens. You say, okay, yeah, you can stick it. I have a feeling this will end it. And she'll just be like, no, and walk off. Or you can say, all right, let's go. So basically, I don't know if she gave the money back. I didn't pay attention. Um, but now you see she's in my crew. We can go to her inventory, see what she has. You can see she has a hat. You can take her hat off, see her face. So she doesn't have much. No characters you recruit are going to have much gear. Uh, but we have a couple swords we looted from some samurai that were fallen in battle. So we can give. we don't need to get. She has a sword, so we won't. We may mix up inventory later. But basically, that was it. Just wanted to show that that's the reason I came here, was to recruit that character. It basically was pretty much free to do. It isn't necessarily the easiest thing to get here because this is a long ways away, and yet, luckily this guy runs fairly quickly, so he's able to run past most things. I think his now that he's ran a bit, his what's our run speed? I don't know. I always forget. Oh, here's our run speed is right here. So we're running at 17 miles an hour, which is pretty good. That's almost fast enough to. It's pretty much, I think, fast enough to outrun most low level enemies. Um, but anyways, that's that. So now we got a person. What I'm going to do now that I have her is maybe make sure we have some supplies like food and a couple med kits and things of that like that. And then I'll just run. I don't know. I don't know what I'll do. I think I'm going to go south. There's more cities out here. It looks desolate and like a big desert, but there are more cities like out in the center, like this area. So I may just go south because this town really is a crappy place. Like, no wonder she's stuck here. Actually, I've hung out here for a bit before, and I usually do feel kind of stuck. Like, I'm like, I don't even think there's a place to get like good supplies or anything. There's a bar where you can maybe buy some food. There's an armor shop, so there might be some armor blueprints, which we'll talk about later, that you can get over here, something that are unique. And there's nothing that's unique in this town. This is the boondocks. This place sucks. You don't want to hang out here. There, and on top of it all, not only is it in the middle of nowhere with nothing to do and nothing to see, it, it has a noble. Nobles in the United Cities are jerks. They basically walk around. This might be the noble. There she is. It's a noble. There'll be different nobles. They'll be escorted by badass guards and stuff. And this one's not, but a lot of times they walk. You can go talk to her, but she's mean, so I'm not going to bother with it. You can explore that if you want to. Um, it's a lot of the nobles will go out hunting with crossbows, and by hunting, they just see random people walking around in the desert, and they shoot at you with a very powerful crossbow and try to kill you for fun. It's sport for them because they're total uh, horrible people. Anyways, that's it. We got Red. She's in our group now. One thing I will show, we have our nameless crew here. I'll go into squads. Since I have another person, I'll show, like, if you go into the squad menu, you can rearrange the order people are in. This kind of arranges the formation they're in. So if you have archers, you might want to put them towards the back of the squad, etc. We don't really care about that right now. The other thing we can do, we can change the name. So we'll call this Zog and Red for now, since we have a name. So I think I named it Zog before, and then I reloaded and forgot to rename it again. So anyways, we have Zog and Red, and we have a squad. You'll see we have multiple people. Now, oh, I guess I will show that real quick. So if we want to, we can add a squad by clicking Add Squad. We can name that here. So we could call this one Red, and we could move Red there. And then that will add a tab here on the menu and allow us to see multiple squads and manage them separately, or do different things, tell different squads to go do different things, or maybe you want to just arrange your people into like people doing work or people who are out exploring, things like that. You never know. Anyway, so that's that for this video. We recruited Red. We're going to probably move south down this way and see what we find, and try to get some goods together. We might grind a little bit, and because you might be like, what do we do to get money? I don't know what to do. Well, I got some money because I found like those steel bars and a couple things that I was able to sell. So that's one way of doing it. If you start out in the hub, there's not a lot of valuable stuff to go around, but like for instance, there are, if you mouse around on the map, you'll see a little pick come up. You can go click on it and then see what it is. This is a small copper resource, so I could have them go mine a little bit of copper. Copper's kind of valuable. Iron you can also mine. Iron is very important as a resource to collect later when you're base building and making things. But right now, iron is not that valuable to mine and sell, but copper is a little bit. Copper is probably worth twice, a little more than twice what iron is. So I might mine a little copper. What I can do, actually, oh, another thing, let's assign Red the medic job and let's put her back in the squad. By the way, you can delete squads. Once you create a squad, I don't need that squad, so I'm just going to delete it. Um, we'll go mine some copper. So what I'll do is I'm going to tell, like, I'll tell her to mine this one, and I'll tell him to go mine this one. This is a little bit grindy, but I'll collect a little bit, get a little bit of money together. Because actually, what I probably want to do is about 1,600 hours, almost 1,500, 1,700. I'll go mine for a little bit, maybe get some copper, come back here, sell it, and then maybe wait till nightfall and then move out because it's easy. It's safer to move at night. I can sneak safely. People don't see you from as far away, even if you're just running regular. So I'll probably do that just to get to kill some time for the time being and get a little bit of cash, a little more cash, and then we'll move out. And I'm just going to tell them to like move out down this way. So that's it for now. I'll come back probably once we get to another city, maybe do some more stuff and let you know how it went.